I think I'm gay. Should I marry a woman? You don't know how many times I've heard people, usually young people, express that exact same thought over the years. People who are not sure they're gay, maybe they are. People who might be gay that they don't want to be gay, and they think, well, if I marry a woman, I won't be gay. But it doesn't work out that way. Psychologically, what you want to be is not the same as who you are. And you should be true to yourself. But why would somebody who thinks about being gay be so concerned that they would marry a woman in the first place? Usually it's parental pressure, church pressure, societal pressure, that being straight is the way to be. And if you're gay, you're not going to fit in. And then there's the embarrassment issue. Well, gee, if I'm gay, my family would be embarrassed, my parents, maybe something bad will happen at my job. I might be a teacher, So some people think they should just hide it, and the best way to hide it is to actually get married. Big mistake. I met a fellow, he was about 20 years old. His name was Andre, and he was from the Philippines. I met him at a mutual party at somebody's house. It was like a potluck dinner, lots of people there. And I didn't see this fellow before, so I went up and talked to him. And he had this expression on his face, like, as he's looking at everybody in the room, a lot of gay men eating sandwiches, chit-chatting, having all kinds of conversations and laughing and having a really great time. And I said to him, why are you so surprised? He says, in my country, we don't have this. You can't be gay and be in a whole group of people because it just doesn't work. It doesn't fit our culture. And I said, well, you're from the Philippines. Are you planning to move to Los Angeles? And it was specifically Long Beach. And he says, no, I have to go back to the Philippines where my family is and go to college. And I said, well, then you're going to move here. I mean, if this is who you are, this is what you enjoy, you just come to LA. He says, I can't do that. I have to marry this woman that my family set up for me. I just said, let's just at least think about it. He says, no, my mind's made up. I have to go do that. And of course, that's the last time I saw him. He was just here for vacation for a week or two. And then he went back. And I assume married that woman. In this country, people do that also. Maybe not on such a cultural level, but on a social level where they don't want to be embarrassed, they want to stay secret. I had a friend who I knew for several years. He was like in his 40s, early 40s, and he would come over to some of my events. I hosted dinner parties and Halloween parties and all kinds of things. And, I'd invite him to my parties, my gatherings. And it surprised the hell out of me that on one day he came up to me and said, Jack, I got news for you. I just got divorced. All this time he was married. He had 2 little kids, maybe 10-year-old kids. And, he got married because he thought that was a smart thing to do. He would look straight. He would act straight. But the more the gay movement came out and brought out the okayness of being gay and gay gatherings and gay friends and gay sex and all these things, the more he just could not resist it. He just finally realized that he made a mistake and he got a divorce. His wife was upset and he just feels he made the right decision. I guess it's really hard when you're torn between what you think is right and what you think is right is not you, and what is really you, but it comes with some challenges. it's like you have to find a way to express yourself and to be authentic. There's a good word for you. To be real, to do life as is best for you. Because I'm on your side. And I know what it's like to be sort of torn and twisted and wondering what's right. I am 74 years old. My family, 90% of my extended family live within 20 miles of me. A lot of them won't talk to me. I don't know if it's the gay issue, because I'm very vocal about it. I'm a gay rights activist. If one of my books comes out, if they hate it, if maybe they think I'm just too different to deal with, and that sort of has come to the surface, that some people just don't want to deal with me in my own family, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews. It's a difficult thing for them, but I'm not making the decision to reject them. I love my family, and I would like to have greater ties with my family. I'd like to be invited over and have dialogues with my family, and just like a regular family, go on picnics and whatever. But they push me away, and that's their problem. It's not my problem. So I've come to that decision, that determination of just trying to be myself. And being yourself is good. 40 or 50 years ago, it was not so accepted to be gay or lesbian. And people got married to either cure themselves or have the image of being straight. It's as if they didn't have any support to be who they were. Now, if you're a young person looking at the question of whether you should get married or not, if you think you're gay, just think about these people on the website now, not really their fault, that are looking for sex on the side because they're not really straight. They're looking for fun and having connections, and they always say, be very discreet. Or they'll just come out and say, I'm a married guy and I'm looking for sex. Is that where you want to end up? You have a choice now in your younger years to pick a path that is right for you, and I would just encourage you to really think about it. It's not that difficult to be who you are. It's more difficult to deceive people who you are. Thank you for listening.